On July 31st, 2014, the band announced the release of their 7th studio album titled Scare Force 1. Recording took place in June and the album was released on October 31st in Europe, November 3rd in North America, and November 26th in Japan, with a bonus track. On September 19th, the band released their first single, Nailed by the Hammer of Frankenstein, digitally. When the album was released, Lordi commenced the European tour titled Tour Force 1, which began on February 1st, 2015, and concluded on April 1st, 2016. The tour kicked off on November 1st, 2015, with Lordi performing at the Circus in Helsinki. In early 2015, Hella announced via Facebook that she was pregnant. Later, the band's guitarist, Amin, confirmed that Hella would be replaced for summer festivals. In summer 2015, Hella's temporary replacement, Nali, from the Finnish version of Teddy Bear, was first spotted performing with the band in Rovaniemi for the first time. In November, Lordi played 2 dates in Russia, St. Petersburg and Moscow, still performing with Hella. At the end of 2015, the bands revealed that they were working on a new album. The recording started in December, but was put on hold after Mr. Lordi's father passed away. On February 27, 2016, Lordi took the stage as special guest at Finland Eurovision, performing the song Hard Rock Hallelujah. On May 14, 2016, Lordi performed in the interval act at the 2016 Eurovision Song Contest, performing a melody of Eurovision songs.
So after, in terms of my opinion, the lukewarm reception that To Beast or Not To Beast got, we did get another solid banger, Scare Force 1. This album came out literally a year later, 2014. Scare Force 1 came out, and this brought back Hard Rock Hallelujah and the Apocalypse vibes so hard. This is one of my favorites in his discography. There is so much good and going right about this album that it is awesome. Hella finally gets to show herself off with her skills, where you get to hear the keyboard and it's amazing. And Mana, not too bad. But still, the band itself, we keep the same lineup. And actually, this lineup of the band is sort of good for a while, actually. Oh my god, this music video is playing again? We're not doing that. Nope, because this is a dirty music video. We're not going to be playing that. You go away. Dirty music video. Okay, sure. So Scare Force 1 brought back sort of the rock elements and less horror vibes of like the Apocalypse. And everything is on full blast with this album, and this album was amazing. And the thing that was weird about this album was delisted from Spotify for quite a while. It's back up now, but it was so weird. For a few years, you couldn't find this album on any of the digital platforms. I don't know if there was some distribution rights that were going on at the time, but this is a kick-ass album. It's awesome. And by the way, cover art has the band on the front. So again, it's my theory that if the cover art does not have the band on the front, the album is going to suffer. It's like a weird thing, but I don't know. It's weird. It might just be me. But really good songs on here. I think Scare Force 1, for instance, is amazing. I actually want to talk about the music video itself. Scare Force 1 was the single for this album, and yes, even though we still only got one music video for this album, Scare Force 1 music video brought it back, where it was watching like a mini horror movie. And that's what made it really awesome, is the fact that Scare Force 1 brought Lordi sort of back to his roots and like what made him good. And there's only like maybe one song, maybe two, I think 2 songs on this album that are a little sexualized, but he keeps it down to a minimum in this album, and I really appreciate it. It's more of the horror themes and the rock and roll themes that are really good about this album. So this was definitely a great return to form, and I was hoping definitely when they came out with their next album that they would keep that trend up.